Beloved, welcome. You are here because something inside you knows that more is possible. Maybe you felt it in quiet moments, perhaps during a walk when your heart whispered, "There has to be more for me." Maybe you've sat alone, feeling the weight of worry, wondering if the universe has forgotten you. Let me remind you today, it hasn't. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not unlucky. You are awakening. And with this awakening comes the possibility of something so beautiful, so abundant, so rich, that it can change everything. Sometimes people feel shy when they speak of winning the lottery or receiving a large amount of money unexpectedly. But isn't it funny? When someone speaks of struggle or lack, they're met with sympathy. But when they speak of miracles and big dreams, they're met with doubt or quiet judgment. This is what we are healing together. There is no shame in wanting abundance. There is no shame in dreaming of wealth, in any form it may come. You were not born to scrape by. You were born to live with ease, with grace, with enough to overflow and share. You were born for joy. It's okay to want more. It's okay to want your life to be easier. It's okay to want to walk into a store and choose what you love without checking the price tag. It's okay to want to give your loved ones beautiful experiences. You don't need anyone's permission for this, but if your heart needs it, let me be the one to give it. You are allowed to be rich. You are allowed to be prosperous. You are allowed to win. There is no secret lottery club that decides who is worthy. It is not about luck. It is about alignment. It is about the energy you carry within you. It is about the stories you tell yourself every single day. When those stories say, "I am worthy, I am open, I am abundant," then the doors begin to open. And sometimes those doors swing wide with a sudden windfall, not because you begged, not because you proved yourself, but simply because you were ready to receive. Take a moment now and breathe with me. Gently place your hand over your heart. Feel your breath go in and out. And quietly say to yourself, "I am ready to receive." That's it. Soft, simple, open. Say it as often as you need. Say it when you wake up. Say it when you're brushing your teeth. Say it when you pay a bill. You are not calling out to the sky. You are calling to the divine within. You are calling to that part of you that has always been connected to infinite supply. Sometimes the pathway to wealth begins with just this one moment of willingness. The willingness to stop saying, "It will never happen for me," and instead whisper, "Maybe it could." That tiny shift plants a seed, and with love and belief, it grows. Your journey to richness is not about fixing yourself. You are not broken. It is about awakening to what has always been there. The abundance was never gone. It was simply waiting for your yes. Now let's talk about something that gently lives beneath the surface when we speak of abundance: guilt. Oh, how many of us carry it. The soft ache that says, "Who am I to have so much when others have so little?" Or the voice that says, "I've made mistakes. I don't deserve a miracle like that." But here is what I want to say to that gentle, hurting voice. You are forgiven. You are loved. You are worthy. Guilt is a sneaky thing. It pretends to be humility, but often it is just old pain wrapped in fear. When we carry guilt, we block the flow, not because the universe punishes us, but because we close the door ourselves. Imagine trying to fill a glass that is turned upside down. The water is flowing, the stream is strong, but the glass catches none of it. That is how guilt works. It flips our receiving upside down. So let us begin to flip it back over. Let us turn our hearts to the sky. It is not greedy to want more. It is not selfish to wish for a life of ease. In fact, it is spiritual. It is divine. Because when you are full, you can share. When you are safe, you can bless others. When you have more than enough, you become a walking light of generosity. Say this gently now if you feel ready. I release all guilt about being wealthy. I give myself permission to be rich. Say it again and again. It might feel strange at first. It might feel like your old beliefs are protesting. That's okay. You are not arguing with them. You are loving them into healing. Those old voices are just echoes. You are stepping into something new. Sometimes guilt comes from stories we were told growing up. Stories that said money is bad, that rich people are greedy, that spiritual people must struggle. But those are not your stories. You don't have to keep repeating them. You can choose new ones. You can write a new page. You can be both deeply spiritual and wildly abundant. In fact, that may be your purpose. When you stop fighting your desire for wealth, it softens into peace. And when peace fills your mind, you become magnetic. Opportunities come. Lucky moments happen. You walk into alignment with the version of yourself who already lives in overflow. Not because you forced it, but because you made peace with receiving. Now let's take another breath. Close your eyes if you like. Inhale softly. Exhale even slower. Feel yourself settle into the truth. It is safe for me to receive. Let that truth be the soil in which we plant our next seed. Wealth is not something outside of you. It is not locked away in a vault. It is a state of openness. It is a softening of the heart. It is the feeling that says, I belong to the rhythm of the universe, and I trust it to care for me. This feeling is not always loud. It doesn't shout. It hums gently inside you like a quiet knowing. The more you lean into that hum, the more clearly you hear it. Everything in this universe flows. The rivers flow, the seasons flow, the breath flows. So too does wealth. It moves toward the open vessel, toward the calm heart, toward the soul that no longer clutches but allows. When you say, I am open, you are not only speaking to the world, you are instructing your energy to relax, to unfold, to invite. Many people ask, but how can I truly open when I've been disappointed before? And that is such a beautiful question. Disappointment hurts. It can build walls without us noticing. But those walls were built to protect, and we can thank them. We can say, thank you for keeping me safe when I was scared. And then we can gently lower them, brick by brick. Not all at once, but slowly, with love. Try this with me now. Place your hand again over your heart, take a deep breath, and say, I am willing to let my heart be open again. That is enough. That is so powerful. Willingness is the doorway. Openness is the key. There may be times when fear tries to whisper, don't hope too much. That's okay. Smile at it, thank it, and say back, I choose hope anyway. That choice, that single loving choice, shifts your vibration, and wealth responds. Like a sunflower turning to the sun, your life begins to face the light. Wealth is not about numbers. It's not about bank accounts or cash. It's about flow. When you are in flow, the means of abundance can appear in any form. A lottery win? Yes. A surprise opportunity? Yes. A gift you didn't expect? Yes. It is not for us to control the how. It is for us to stay open to the what. Repeat this when you feel ready. I am open to receive life's gifts in unexpected and joyful ways. Say it slowly. Let it sink into your skin, into your cells, into your breath. It is a sacred truth. You are open. You are worthy. You are rich in spirit, and you are becoming rich in form. And now, Take this truth with you like a treasure in your pocket. Carry it gently, speak to it kindly, and know that as you open more and more, life responds with love, with riches, and with all the goodness that has been waiting for you to say yes. Close your eyes for a moment and picture this, a garden in your mind. This garden is yours alone. No one else has ever walked here, and no one else plants the seeds. Every thought you think, every word you speak becomes a seed dropped into this rich, fertile soil. Some of these seeds will grow quickly, and others may take time. But all of them, each belief, each intention, will bloom in its own season. This is what I call the law of mental equivalence. Life gives you what you prepare for mentally. Your outer world reflects the pictures you hold steadily in your mind. If you want to win something big, like a lottery, a life-changing blessing, or sudden wealth, it begins with the picture you are willing to create inside yourself. Not a desperate wish, but a calm knowing. Not a grasping, but an invitation. When your inner world begins to mirror wealth, ease, trust, and joy, the outer world will find ways to match it. Many people think they need to work harder or chase more to receive abundance. But in truth, it's the quiet moments of belief that hold the most power. When you sit in silence and say, I see myself living with joy. I see myself holding the winning ticket. I feel the joy of that moment. You are rehearsing your miracle. You are giving the universe a blueprint. You are showing life what to build. Close your eyes again and feel into it. Not with your mind, but with your heart. What does it feel like to already be there? What does it feel like to walk with ease, knowing that your needs are met in full? Let the picture be soft, not forced. Let it rise gently. You might see yourself smiling. You might feel light in your chest. You might hear laughter or peace. Whatever comes, honor it. That is your garden beginning to grow. Say softly now, I create mental pictures of my highest joy. I allow life to bring them into form. Let this affirmation be a kind companion. Use it whenever your thoughts drift to fear or doubt. Bring them back home, not by pushing them away, but by choosing again. Wealth does not rush. It does not panic. It arrives in perfect time to the one who holds it calmly in their spirit. You are that one. You are cultivating that spirit right now. The more you imagine from love, not fear, the more you give shape to your own miracle. And now, let us talk about something deeply healing. It may feel small, but it holds incredible power. I call it mirror work. This simple practice, when done with an open heart, can move mountains. It gently transforms the way you see yourself, the way you speak to yourself, and what you allow yourself to receive. Find a quiet space. Stand before a mirror. Look gently into your eyes. You do not need to judge what you see. You are not looking to find fault. You are looking to remember the truth, that you are lovable, that you are good, that you are worthy. Speak to yourself as you would speak to a dear friend. Say, I love you. I believe in you. I am so proud of you. At first, it may feel strange. That's okay. Keep going. This is the language your spirit has been waiting to hear. Now speak these words into the mirror. I am worthy of miraculous wealth. Watch your face as you say it. You may notice old beliefs rise up, doubt, fear, resistance. Don't push them away. Just acknowledge them. Smile gently and say, I hear you, but I am choosing something new now. Then say it again, I am worthy of miraculous wealth. Feel the truth of it slowly take root. This practice is not about forcing belief. It is about softening into it, Little by little, word by word, your inner voice begins to change. You become more kind to yourself. You start to feel less guilt, less shame, less doubt. And as you become more loving within, your life becomes more loving without. Another gentle tool is journaling. Open a page and write, "I allow myself to receive big blessings." Write it as many times as you need. Let the words flow through your hand into the paper. This is not just writing. This is energy in motion. You are creating a path from your heart to your reality. Sometimes you will cry during mirror work. Sometimes you will laugh. Sometimes you will simply feel stillness. All of it is healing. All of it is holy. You are coming home to yourself. You are making space for wealth to feel welcome. Do this practice every day, even just for a few minutes. Over time, you will notice changes. You will walk taller. You will speak more kindly. You will feel more open. And the world around you will begin to match that softness, that strength, that richness. And now, let us breathe again. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. As we continue this gentle journey, let's talk about time. Not clock time, but divine time. The kind of timing that comes not from pressure or plans, but from wisdom. There is a sacred rhythm to this life, and when we learn to flow with it, everything becomes easier. The trees do not rush to grow. The tides do not force the waves. All of nature moves in divine order, and so can you. When we push and demand, when we try to force outcomes, we step out of harmony. We tell life, "I don't trust you." But when we lean back into faith and say, "I trust the right moment will come," we invite miracles. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, and what is meant for you will arrive in the right way at the right time. Breathe into that knowing. Let it wash over the parts of you that feel impatient or scared. You don't have to know how or when. You only need to stay open and willing. The rest is being arranged by a wisdom far greater than your mind. Every prayer you've whispered, every vision you've held is being heard, and it is being answered in perfect time. Sometimes the delay is a gift. It is preparing you, stretching you, strengthening you. Sometimes the delay is protection. It keeps you from receiving before you're ready to hold it with grace. When you can trust this timing, peace will become your partner. And from that peace, wealth flows more easily. There is a beautiful practice I love, one that brings us back into this rhythm. It is simply the act of breathing with intention. Find a quiet space, sit or lie down, place your hands over your belly, and just breathe. Inhale to the count of 4, hold, and exhale slowly. Feel your body relax. Feel your thoughts slow. With each breath, say softly, "I trust divine timing." Let it become a lullaby to your soul. Another gentle practice is releasing. You can write on a piece of paper all your worries about time. Why is it taking so long? What if I miss my chance? And then bless the paper with love and release it. Tear it up, burn it safely, or simply place it in a drawer and say, "I surrender this." That act of release opens a powerful space. It tells the universe, "I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to trust." From this space of surrender, life can bring you what you've asked for, often in ways better than you imagined. You become a magnet not through effort, but through ease, not through hustle, but through harmony. Say softly now, "I align with the perfect rhythm of life. All things come to me in the right time and the right way." Let this be your melody when doubt visits. Sing it inside yourself when your heart begins to race. Use it like a gentle anchor in the sea of waiting, because you are not waiting in vain. You are being shaped for something beautiful. Your wealth is not lost. It is not delayed without purpose. It is finding its perfect path to you, even now. And every breath you take in trust makes that path smoother, easier, and more filled with grace. Let that truth settle into you like a warm light. You are not alone. You are being guided. And everything that is meant for you is already on its way. Now, as we breathe together again, let's turn our attention to something beautiful and often overlooked: gratitude. Not the kind we rush through with a quick thank you, but the kind that wells up slowly and sweetly like a warm sunrise in the heart. Gratitude is not something we do because we're told to. It is something we feel when we realize how supported we truly are. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about saying, even now, even here, there is something in my life worth loving. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a signal, a message to life itself that says, I see what I have and I welcome more. It's a soft, open doorway to miracles, and it doesn't wait until things are ideal. It starts right here, with the smallest things: a soft pillow, a kind word, a warm drink. When we begin to honor these little joys, we become magnetic to even greater joy. Gratitude before the blessing arrives is one of the most powerful acts of faith. When you speak words of thankfulness before you see the evidence, you are telling the universe, I trust you. I know you are working behind the scenes. That trust changes your energy. It softens your fears. It shifts your focus. And that shift is everything. Try this. The next time you receive money, whether a paycheck, a gift, or even a coin on the street, hold it gently in your hand. Smile and whisper, thank you, universe, for this blessing. Treat each dollar as if it were sacred. Bless it with love, and know that each time you do, you are multiplying its energy. You are telling the flow of abundance, you are welcome here. You can also practice a daily gratitude moment. Sit quietly each morning or evening and list 5 things you are grateful for. Let them be simple. Let them be real. Write them down or speak them aloud. Say, I am thankful for, and let the sentence finish itself. This gentle act invites more to be thankful for. Say softly now, I am grateful for all forms of wealth flowing into my life. Let these words be your new rhythm. Whisper them while you cook, walk, or lie in bed. Let gratitude become the song your spirit sings each day. And now, as your heart begins to open wider, you may start to notice signs, little spiritual signals that tell you you are ready. These signs are not loud or dramatic. They are soft nudges, quiet confirmations, inner knowings that feel like warmth in your chest or joy in your belly. Maybe you find a feather on your path, or you keep seeing repeating numbers. Maybe you just feel more peaceful for no reason. These are signs. When your energy is aligned with wealth, you begin to walk differently. You speak with more calm. You feel less rushed. You may find yourself giving more freely, even when it seems you have little. That generosity is not foolish. It is a sign of abundance rising within you. When you no longer fear the lack, you are already rich. There may be moments when your intuition whispers ideas to you, a feeling to try something new, a spark of creativity, a sense that something is coming. Listen gently. You don't need to act on every nudge, but honor them. Write them down. Say, thank you for the guidance. That small act keeps your channel open. One of the most powerful things you can do when you feel aligned is to ask yourself, what would I do if I knew money was already mine? Would you walk with more grace? Would you rest without guilt? Would you treat yourself kindly? Begin to do those things now, even in small ways. You are stepping into the vibration of the version of you who has already received the blessing. Take out your journal and write this question at the top of a page. If I knew wealth was certain, how would I live today? Let your answers flow without judgment. They are clues. They are instructions from your higher self. Let them guide your next gentle steps. And now, with your heart open and your spirit awakened, let us come to one final truth. Wealth is safe. Wealth is natural. Wealth is your birthright. There is nothing to fear about having more. Having more does not make you less kind. It does not take away your values. It does not disconnect you from spirit. It simply gives you tools, tools to build, to share, to rest, to enjoy. You may have heard stories that wealth changes people, but the truth is, it reveals what is already within. And within you, there is love, there is light, there is peace. When you receive more, you will only become more of who you truly are. You will give more freely. You will rest more deeply. You will live more fully. Wealth is not something to hide from or feel nervous about. It is something to bless, to honor, to welcome like a trusted friend. You can begin by speaking kindly about money, treating it with care, paying attention to how you speak of it. Replace fear words with gentle ones. Instead of, I never have enough, try, I am learning to receive more each day. Instead of, money is hard, try, wealth is becoming easier for me now. Affirm softly, wealth supports my joy, my peace, and my purpose. Say this whenever you feel unsure. Let it become the new story your heart believes, because it is true, because you are worthy, because life wants to support you. Take a deep breath now. Feel into your body. Notice how different you feel than when you began. Perhaps there is a little more softness, a little more openness, a little more trust. That is the power of turning inward. That is the magic of gentle truth. You are not broken. You are not blocked. You are not unlucky. You are awakening. And with this awakening comes everything you've been waiting for. Not through force, but through love. Not through striving, but through surrender. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to prove your worth. You only need to take one small loving step each day, a kind word, a quiet affirmation, a moment of gratitude. These little acts build a new foundation, and from that foundation, miracles rise. So now, as we end this gentle journey together, let these words be your final blessing today. I now allow myself to win, to receive, and to shine with radiant abundance. I am ready. Say it again and again. Let it echo softly through every part of you. You are ready. You are open. You are loved. And life is ready to meet you with blessings beyond what you can imagine. Welcome them, dear heart. Welcome them with joy.